All right then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, Raga Trippin. That was awesome. I hope you guys had a good time. Thank you all for being here. All right then, so Satya, if you can join me.
Yep.
Let's get through this. So, I'm trying to position myself so we don't block anyone. Yeah, maybe this side. Awesome. So, let's start with you because the thought, yes, we put you on the spot. Since Raga Trippin couldn't get you to sing, we'll start with you. So we've been talking about doing something different in the entire space and making a difference for almost 3 years to the day now. And I think when we first discussed this idea, it just went through like butter with you as a concept. Usually a pretty hard on bouncing concepts, but this kind of stuck. What made you actually, sort of pick this up and say, let's do this? Yeah, I think you. Can we have his mic?
Check.
I think it's a kind of celebration.
Yes.
And Kyunki actually stands for that, to celebrate the youth, celebrate innovation, and thank you.
Thank you. That's the QK team clapping. Sorry, go ahead.
And why would all these people come together without fighting? Because I think under the umbrella of QK, we have achieved that. It's a great thing. And the world needs this now. To share ideas, to share happiness, and to exchange spiritual energy between musicians, between the young and the old. We're going to learn from the younger people, and they're going to probably take some advice from us. But we're going to create music.
Super. Thank you so much. Couldn't decide it better to embody the spirit of Jammin. Salim Suleiman, you guys, I don't know how you guys do it. I think you do. I was watching your documentary, and if you guys haven't seen Salim Suleiman's story on iTunes, you must get it. It's called Shukran Allah. And the opening line of that is 80 gigs a year or something like that. And still, we have launched so many digital tracks with you that you create for the online audiences. And most recently at Eid, Noor-e Elahi with Abida Parveenji was phenomenal. How do you make the time? What's the discipline to get you to actually focus here as well as what you're doing in your real lives?
It's really, I quite honestly, I feel like I'm on a vacation for the past 25 years. I really don't think I work.
Yeah.
We're really blessed that we do music.
It was like that back in college also when we were together. It seemed like a vacation back then.
Before I sleep, I'm thinking about it. Just when I wake up, I'm talking to Suleiman about let's do this and let's do that. And making spiritual music is now is something which we really feel great about, because there's a time we make commercial music, then we make devotional music, and I feel devotional music somewhere has a fantastic timeless quality. So every year we do that. The month of, on the eve of Ramadan Eid, we release a devotional track. This is a great moment for us to, music is also a beautiful knowledge. It's a lot of, it's great power,
Sure.
I always look at it like learning, interacting with, for me, jamming is going to be learning. It's going to be interacting with newer artists and, fun people. I'm going to learn a lot. I'm really looking forward to it. Really.
That's awesome. I think all the digital superstars are looking forward to that. So should we be expecting spiritual music from Jammin? Any clues? Or
Well, music is always spiritual, isn't it?
Right on.
But we'll see.
Okay.
We haven't really decided what we're
Not
going to do.
letting the cat out of the bag. I see that. Awesome. Satya, any questions from?
No, Salim Suleiman have been very mysterious in trying to not share what they're doing, but I want to ask the same question to you, Mithun. My name is Satya from YouTube. You've probably delivered some of the biggest hits of the decade. That's Ashiki 2 is the only song I can sing in the shower, so that's one of my favorites. But you've been pretty much, very much under the radar. but we'd love to know what you're planning in Jammin. What's going to be up from you?
What got me excited about Jammin was, as you said, I've been enjoying doing film music for the last decade or so now, and I feel very fulfilled as a film composer. And just at a time when I was looking to do something different and break into other avenues, that's when I got a call from Samir. And when he narrated the entire concept to me, I think it's being brought up in a musical family. My father has been a film composer, my grandfather also. It could be that sometimes we get into a pattern and we always approach music from one mindset. But here I went through this entire portfolio of artists who were doing different kind of music, different thought processes. And I thought it would be very interesting to engage with them, exchange ideas. As Salim said, a lot of learning would be definitely something that as a musician I could gain from this project. And lastly, I don't know what, but there's some connect. Some of my most successful songs have been with first-timers, with newcomers, relatively newcomers, if I put it that way. Not that they are, but I think that fresh perspective really works for my music. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this.
Awesome, thank you.
So I have your strategy to stay under the radar, is that strategy? Because you are one of the people, who's done such an amazing body of work, but I'm hoping that with Jammin, that we can actually associate you a lot more, at least in the digital world, and bring you out, because I think a lot of the youth need to see you out there and know this is Mithun, and we're hoping to do that with you in Jammin.
Sure, why not? Yeah.
Awesome, okay. Moving on to the most famous boy band from India, Sanam. So guys, you're just crossing 800,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel. Clearly, I think every girl in the audience can vouch for what's working for you guys. That's one of the things that is working. But beyond that, what's the secret sauce? Could there be some partnership that's helped you along this way? A super manager? I'm not plugging here. But yeah, tell us what's the secret sauce?
We're friends first. I met these guys when we were in school together in Muscat. And we started playing in a school band together. And I met Keshu in Chennai, and we had a band together. And I think when your relationship with a member of a band or someone you're working with is not just about music, it's more about what you share with them as personalities and individuals. That's when the music is more easier to work together, because everybody has different music ideas. All of us have different influences, and when we work on an idea, there might be 4 different inputs, but it all comes together because we have the same intention to make good music.
Yeah, I think there's no secret. It's just that we really like doing what we do, and we spend a lot of time doing that.
Discipline,
and,
then. Just discipline of
yeah,
doing.
So we spend our entire day together. We make a lot of music together. We discuss video ideas. We play video games. We do a lot of stuff together. So yeah, so it's just that I think we just spend a lot of time doing what we do. So I don't think there's any real big secret to it.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, like Venki said, it's not only about music, and we've known each other for a long time now. It feels like a family more than us working together. It doesn't feel like we're working, which is something that I really like. When I don't know when I started doing music, because it was always there, but this is what I really wanted. That when I'm doing music, it shouldn't feel like I'm working. I'm I have to not like what I do. So this is what the fact that I'm with the 3 of them, it feels really nice and nice working with them. Yeah.
Awesome.
We're just having fun.
Thank you. Thank you. Moving on, Shraddha Sharma, the first YouTube sensation in the country, the first YouTube star across 100,000 fans, ladies and gentlemen, but more importantly now, more than 4 million fans across social media, and you're barely 20. How does one process some of this stuff? How did you deal with this? Because this was happening to you from the time you were 16 or 15, if I remember. How do you deal with that?
Not barely 20 anymore. I'm turning 21 this October.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When you're young, you always want to be older. Works the other way around.
Well, what was was the question again?
That's the beauty about artists. It's all the art. The question was, how do you deal with all of the attention? And actually, this is a different kind of attention because, 4 million people on social media, I just don't know how you process that. You must be getting like 500 or 5,000 pings on a daily basis on your Facebook page and on your Instagram account. How do you process that as an artist? Do you let that affect you? Do you get affected by when somebody trolls you online? Because YouTube can be harsh, online can be harsh, Facebook can be harsh. People say what they mean. So how do you deal with that up and that down 25,000 times a day?
I think the word dealing is not the right word. It's all about the connection we make with people who watch us. Either Sanam or Raga Tripin or any one of us sitting here. It's all about how we relate to the audience. And I think our music speaks for us. So my music helps me relating and not dealing. So it's my fans are like, I'm just so cute, so they're like super nice to me.
Yeah, modesty is the other strength that that comes with the job.
Sam, I have a question.
Yeah.
Siddharth, this is a question for you. You're a Jammu boy, and I've been told that you have big Bollywood playback dreams. So I want to know, is this the first time you're collaborating with some of these Bollywood legends, and how does it feel?
Obviously amazing. I met him I think 2-3 years back in Kolkata, and it was like a dream for me to meet someone who is so talented. And
when you say him, you mean Mr. Rahman?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Salim sir, actually.
Okay.
It was, I was a bit scared. I still remember, I think 5-6 days back when we recorded that song, I was really shivering, and I had cold also, but Salim sir really told me, ki, chill, nothing like that. And he went out, thoda time mujhe aur diya, to make me feel comfortable. So it was good experience working with him. Great experience.
Okay, awesome.
Another question?
Yeah, sure,
Jonita?
go for it.
Jonita, hi, question for you. So you also started off on YouTube, and you are actually now a star in Bollywood. So how did it all happen? Did you plan it all? Was it strategy? Was it serendipity? Tell us a bit about that.
I could say one thing. It was definitely not strategy. I honestly just started out putting out songs that I really loved. A lot of the songs I've covered, and a lot of the people on stage here have, I think, come to know of me thanks to those videos that I started putting out on YouTube. And it was really just an honest effort to see what people thought of my voice outside of my hometown. I'm from Toronto, and from there, Bollywood seemed miles, and I mean, it is miles and miles away, but it seemed like something that was too far for me to fathom. So I was just really thrilled that when I would put out videos, eventually people from the industry started noticing them. And now I continue to do it because I'm just trying to stay true to the fans that kind of came on board through my initial videos and covers. But I am trying to, like Suleiman said, this whole process is a learning process. So I'm really excited to see what I can learn in this process for Jammin. And I'm just trying to work with as many people as I can and kind of learn as much as I can.
I've heard that you were, a lot of your journey on being discovered was on YouTube. Is that true?
Yes, definitely. Back when I would start doing videos with Akash Gandhi, we did a lot of covers, and some of them went viral, and a lot of people started taking notice, and I'm really fortunate for that.
Sure.
Sorry, I'm just butting in, but
no, not at all.
It's because of Jonita. The first time, and this is, I'm just endorsing the platform in a huge way, because if it had not been for YouTube, we would have not noticed Jonita Gandhi, who's such a fabulous singer. For the first time, she had posted a song which we had composed called Ye Hausla, and I just loved it so much that that was one of her first covers, and I loved it so much that I kind of posted it, and I said I really love this voice, and it's so inspirational for every individual to follow their dream, and you know that if you have something and you really, you have a great talent in you, and if you believe in it and you use the medium in the right way, look at Jonita. She's working with everybody, this girl from Toronto who's talented and, had this incredible thing, was doing covers and stuff, now working with Rahman and everyone else. So it's a beautiful way to reach out to your dreams.
Awesome. Thank you so much for those words. Thanks.
Arjun, you've had some phenomenal success online, but I'm curious to know, I mean, Nike Nike, Fursat, congratulations on both those big releases.
Thank you so much.
I'm curious to know how much of that popularity was influenced by, because there was also a massive offline push, and you're a Sony artist. How do you think that worked for you? Did it first pop on digital, then pick up steam offline? Did you drop it offline first and then pop on digital? How did that work?
To be honest, firstly, let me say that it's a great opportunity to be here because I feel that YouTube in general is a great platform for musicians in general.
Yep.
And I was discovered on YouTube as well in a weird way because I went the reverse way. I did Bollywood music first, and I did about 6-7 songs in Bollywood, one of them which was a hit, which was Khoon Chusle from Go Go Gone. And for some reason, I wasn't finding my own space, and that's a difficult thing to do when you're singing for someone else.
Yep.
So I went on to YouTube after that. And YouTube is where Sony Music found me. They signed me, and they said that, you know what, for the next 6 months or so, we're going to let you do whatever you want on YouTube, and then we'll help produce your next few tracks. So based on what I made on YouTube, they decided to send me abroad and work with specific producers and said, this is your vibe.
Awesome.
I genuinely feel like I found my sound by doing what I did for a very long time on YouTube. So it definitely influenced those 2 singles and a few more which are coming out. They were definitely influenced by YouTube, definitely.
I can see Satya's chest swelling with pride, yeah. Lots of YouTube plugs there, but thank you. So, you know, Clinton, I'm almost tempted to ask you a question now, but I want to say it's a tough one. I want to save that for a little bit later. You know, Satya, I know you're a huge Marty Bani fan. I'm going to let you ask this question.
Yes,
Marty
I am.
Bani.
No, thank you for the opportunity. I've been dying to ask this question. Marty Bani, in case you didn't know, Nirali and Karthik, you guys are pretty much the king and queen or the royalty of YouTube collaborations, right? You've done it all. It's home turf for you. So what are you planning to do and what are you bringing to the table for Jammin?
For jamming, so collaboration has been our style of creating music on YouTube. We started off with collaborating with a folk artist, and we got a hang of it. We started to collaborate with folk artists going to their places. For example, we went to Muralalaji's place in Kutch. It is a very small village in Kutch called Dholavira. We were there just like 25 kilometers away from Pakistan's border, recording a song with a folk artist. And then we got a hang of that. And then we got a hang of internet collaborations in which we collaborate with musicians all across the globe through internet. And now this. So I think this is like the final thing or the ultimate dream, we would say, that we are sharing the stage with the legends, with our inspirations. And this is kind of an ultimate dream come true. Thank you, Kyuki, and thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sana Moiditi. Ladies and gentlemen, whoever's seen, anybody heard Mohenjo-daro's soundtrack? The voice that you're hearing is Sana Moiditi sitting on the right corner. And that isn't her first track. She's also sung, she's sung that with Mr. Rahman, and she's done other projects with Mr. Rahman in Tamil, also in Hindi, in film. But the interesting thing that I see in you, Sana, is that while you're getting your Bollywood playback breaks, as well as South Indian films, etc., you're also diligently, and I'm glad in partnership with us, working your YouTube channel. Again, similar to the question I asked Salim Sulaiman, what's driving you? And don't you think that, yeah, it's done, do you do YouTube to get your playback breaks? Because you've got them. Why are you doing YouTube?
In fact, the first time I got an opportunity to send my video to Sir, it was a YouTube link, and fortunately for me, he happened to watch it. So, and that helped me live a childhood dream, which was meeting Sir and singing for him. So YouTube is a big thing, and I wouldn't want to stop because you get to exercise your creativity over there, your own ideas. And it's also a platform where everyone notices you. And today, we're all together. It's going to be all about learning and sharing, and that's what the higher purpose is.
Absolutely.
So it's beautiful. And I don't think it's going to stop.
Are you excited to be part of Jammin?
Sorry?
Are you excited to be part of Jammin?
Yeah, I'm extremely excited to be sharing stage with such great personalities, such great musicians, and it's a huge opportunity. and I'm really grateful about it.
Awesome. Just so that for everybody's knowledge, every time somebody says sir on stage, they mean Mr. Rahman. Okay, so
I mentioned Rahman, sorry.
yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, okay. RGT, Raga Trippin, thank you for that brilliant introduction.
You're welcome, Samir.
You guys were awesome. We are missing a main team member from Raga Trippin, Suzanne, who's in Australia right now.
Yep,
Yeah, I was hoping her flight got cancelled last night, but it didn't, obviously.
We tried, it didn't work out. No, she's
But
gone.
we are happy that she's there.
So you guys, you know, Kesha and Gwen, you back up Arijit in every concert. Thompson, you've got a career as a solo artist. You know, both of you are, you know, you're one of the most amazing beatboxers I know, Alan. And, you know, Gary, you know, just fantastic, completes the band. Tell me, but a cappella is still niche, right? As we've built your digital presence, has it impacted your live gig performances? Because I know you guys gig like mad. Has there been a correlation between your YouTube popularity and what you're doing on YouTube and your live performances?
Actually, it has because, firstly, as you mentioned, a cappella is a niche genre. So for people in India to understand कि हम Bollywood music a cappella format में करते हैं, they don't even understand what is a cappella. So YouTube really helped us connect to those people. And secondly, when we went onto the live, you know, circuit, when we were doing live shows and stuff, it kind of helped them to understand as to how we create the sounds, right from a beat boxing element, right from harmonies to guitar sounds and everything. So it really broke it down for them through our videos, and you know, we were able to connect better with the live audience. In fact, they still don't believe. Most of the time in the middle of the show, they'll stop us and like, "Acha, ye aap muh se kar rahe ho?" So that's like a surprise element that.
Yeah, people find it hard to believe, right? Yeah.
Very hard, very hard. We've had people come up, and especially when Alan's beatboxing, they go and then they look at the console and they're like,
You guys are cheating this.
and we keep having that problem, especially if it's at a wedding or so. They don't believe it. So then we are like, Alan, ek jhalak ho jaye. And then Alan just does it for them and they're like, oh crap.
But it's been a great experience. Obviously, it's been a learning experience, and obviously, working with all of the stalwarts out here, we become better singers and better musicians, and we keep experimenting with our a cappella music. So
super.
Great.
So
from a cappella to rap, from Mumbai's finest to actually Mumbai's finest, right? So tell us how difficult is it to do rap music in India, or how easy is it to do rap music in India? Tell us, and how have you created an identity for yourself?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say it's an honor to be among all of you guys. Thank you for the opportunity to YouTube and QK. Rap really, I mean, is still, you can say, limited to a certain bunch of people, and we are representing for them. So we represent for rap, and what we bring different to the table is the lyricism, the structures, the bars, the delivery. Our rap basically is an expression of who we are, and we are not afraid to be blunt. Yeah, and it's difficult.
Awesome.
One more thing which you said, it's been really difficult when we started off, like 8 years ago. But right now, it's really different. People have accepted rap as a form of music and culture and a way of thinking and living life. So it's very good for us right now at this point of time. Yeah.
Awesome, and we are hoping that Jammin gives you that additional platform to showcase what you guys can do.
Yeah.
So Clinton, the tough one for you. You're one of the most prolific composers in India. We've talked about doing a lot more on digital for a long, long time. What's been stopping you? I mean, we had to do Jammin to get you to come on board and start doing stuff on digital. Are we going to see some more of that genius online, or what?
Well, absolutely. In fact, before I answer that question, let me just say that both AR and Salim Suleiman have been so instrumental in my career in my earlier years, because I don't think I would have learned anywhere as much as I have learned if I hadn't worked on all those films with them. And for me to be on the same platform as a composer is a blessing in itself. And having said that, I mean, I know that digital is completely the future, and I'm really excited to finally, be actually, doing something so concretely on a digital platform. I'm really excited.
Can you give us a sneak peek into what you're planning to do? No naming the artist, that's secret right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but what kind of music can we expect?
Well, I think I'm just going to follow my heart and see where it leads me. I think I've already
You mean
got
you're
one
Jam?
song. Yeah, I mean that I have already worked on with artists who have always been people that I've been excited to work with, and I think the results are pretty exciting as of now. So yeah.
Okay, one final question. It was fantastic idea. The stage is yours. We'll get you some instruments. You can go. So, sir, we're going to come back to you. One last. So we have one last question before we can hand it over to the media for Q&A. What do you think? I mean, we think this is a special effort. What more do we need to do to get independent music to the level of mainstream? And unfortunately, mainstream in India is almost just film. How do we make independent music a lot more mainstream?
I think you need more venues. You need where people can hang out, share knowledge. No drinking a lot, of course. And marketing tools.
Okay.
Venues, actually, because in the US or in the West, if an artist needs to get popular, they go to probably a hard rock, a cafe or a bar, unfortunately. And then mini concerts, or they just promote their music so much, and they take 10 years or something, and they become a big star because people know them by then. Oh, I've seen this person. But here we have cinema theaters,
right?
And
but
not that many live places, like probably like a Blue Frog or.
Right.
I think.
Which is shutting down now.
We're shutting down? Oh, fantastic.
I thought they're just moving venues.
I mean, this would change everything. I mean, definitely nothing's going to stop independent music to come out. And I feel like the wave has come in, and the joy of watching live music, great musicians on stage, that's set in. I can feel that because I was in NH7 and I could feel the pulse of the country.
Yep. Yep.
And so I hope that people are hearing this. Whoever is loaded with money kind of build venues, little places where musicians can hang out, spread music and love.
Yeah, and we'll stream that all live on YouTube, Satya.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Can I ask Sir a question?
Oh, of course.
Because I've been practicing
Please ask Sir a
since morning.
question. Yes.
Sir, yeah. Sir, எப்படி இருக்கேள்?
எப்படி இருக்கேன்? நல்லா இருக்கேன்.
Great. No, thank you so much. I want to ask you a simple question. You must be seeing a lot of YouTube and people singing in many different languages. What are you seeing from coming out from different parts of the country on YouTube?
I think there's no gatekeepers, which is fantastic, because there's one place where nobody's controlling anybody. So nobody can blame this person trying to suppress me, and all that is gone. If you have talent, you come up.
Absolutely.
And if people like you, of course, the mean comments are always there in YouTube. Just have to ignore all those. And one of my friends gave me a clip of somebody playing the Airtel tune near a temple. I put that and he got some thousands of views. And that's the power of, YouTube in a way. And I want to thank YouTube for doing that.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. At this point, we'd open up media questions.
Hi, good afternoon. My question is for Mr. A.R. Rahman. Yeah, Ariman. So you've done everything. You've done everything from Hollywood, Bollywood. Is there any unfulfilled dream or venture which you still need to accomplish in the years to come?
That's an overrated statement, I would say. Done everything is not quite, because I think musicians can do much more. In these days, in troubled times today, I think one song can change people's lives, create an understanding, provoke a great thought. Many beautiful things can happen. I feel like people on stage should take that as a challenge. We're not only about love songs. So do songs which are beautiful, which could, create a thought or change a course of prejudice or stigma, and unify people in a way. Make them understand that there's a larger thing about humanity. And that's what is missing. I feel like a vision to create a song. There's no imagine now. in Indian, I think Indian artists should do that. I think that is the whole power of independent music. Nobody's stopping you from that. But do it in a way where people are going to love it. I feel that I'm always keep challenging myself, like, can I do a song like that? After Mahatma Salam, none of the songs was as effective as that. And so all my work, I feel I don't even value it, because that is a song which I'm looking for. Not that I should compose it, maybe somebody on stage, they can do that. And that is life-changing.
Yeah, Mr. Rahman, association, your association.
Told me that all questions are going to come to you, so I'm worried.
I also have one question for him. Okay, I can just include Mr. Salim and Suleiman also. So your association, a living legend like you, Mr. Rahman, itself makes Jammin an incredible and great platform. But I just want to ask with one thing with you, which is that thing which makes you so calm and quiet, whereas the music today, which is being like the rappers, the loud rappers like Honey Singh and Basha, who are just very loud and they are very shit with their music. Which is that thing which keeps you just calm and quiet?
I think we should appreciate every kind of music, because people are there. India's, if you take the Asian subcontinent, there are many tastes there. Some people are sad, so Honey Singh makes them happy. Some people want melancholy, so they listen to A.R. Rahman. So we should respect every art form. And we should not, it's a very individualistic taste, I would say. And that's my opinion.
Okay, I think we have time for a couple of more questions, and then we'll go to photo op.
Yeah, I have one question for band Sanam.
Can you stand up if you don't mind, so that we know where it's coming from?
Yeah.
Oh, there you oh. So the manager of Sanam Band will ask the question of Sanam Band. Yeah, I like that. What don't you know about them? I want to hear this.
So do you think it's easy to be a band in this country, number one? The other question is, how much support will you need to establish yourself as a band in terms of band Sanam? The media is here. I think if the media supports this, saying that there's a band called Sanam, there are 4 people, and those 4 people are called Sanam, is, I think, a very difficult thing, and how are you coping with that?
Like how Ben, sorry, it's too loud. Okay, like how Ben just asked, like I have a question for Sanam. Now, most of you looked at me. Now, this is not about Sanam Puri, it's not about me. It's about Samar Puri, it's about Venki S, it's about Keshav Dhanraj. The 4 of us, we are one as Sanam. We are a band called Sanam. And it's obviously not been easy, since the band scene is not really, it has a small market right now. But it's slowly growing, and with the help of YouTube, it's become kind of easy for us.
So the media, you're saying the media is the one who can help us portray us to be band Sanam, that's right?
Yeah, media and a lot of marketing is needed. Thank you, guys. Okay.
I think apart from the fact, so we spend a lot of time making music. So like Ben quietly stood up and brought up this thought. A lot of this goes into management as well, which we can't really focus too much on because we're not really good with that. So I think a big part of making us what we are today is the management that we have, Ben, and so yeah, so it really helps. It's like one team that we are together, and I think that really helps us do what we do. So yeah.
I think it's also a big responsibility for members in a band to make sure that their input is heard by people and people can feel that, because I feel that a lot of times what happens, if you look at a band like Coldplay, or you look at a band like Maroon 5, who knows about the other guys in the band apart from Chris Martin or apart from Adam Levine? The problem is that the music has become so non-band instrument related that it's hard for people to identify those individual characters. Like if you look at RHCP or if you look at Guns N' Roses, these guys were so, each of their parts that they played in the songs was the key essence of that song. the music has changed today, so I guess it's important for the band members also to move with the times and try to make sure that their presence feels like it's very important that not just the vocalist has that impact on the song. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, my question.
Mike पूछा था मैंने. Sonup from Indian Express. On the eve of India's 70th Independence Day, you will be paying tribute to one of India's greatest Carnatic vocalists, M.S. Subbulakshmi. Please tell us more about it and also talk us through about your association that you may have had in the past with this legendary artist.
What's the second question? Sorry.
About your association with M.S. Subbulakshmi that you may have had in the past.
I think we all grew up with her charm. She was magic on stage. You can still remember the face. And to have a character like that and to make people entice in her music was such a legend. So I'm really honored to go after 50 years after she performed in the UN to perform in the UN as a tribute to her and to Indian music. Thank you. I have a very special offering there, which I'll reveal very soon.
Yeah, my question is to Rahman sir.
Yeah, we'll take the last question and then we're going to move to photo op.
Rahman sir, Salim and Suleiman sir, both. Yes. The question is, can you tell me what are the future apart from this Jammin for this artist? And also, you people will going to give them break in your movies.
Sorry? What is
Then singing break for this artist apart from this Jammin.
They don't actually need a break. They're very, very popular. The whole idea behind this is to collaborate and make the music a lot better. To make these guys are actually sometimes more popular than us, by the way. All the time. All the time. There you go. So there's two worlds that we live in. One is the real world, which is the popular film world where everybody follows Bollywood and everybody follows this. But there is an alternative world, which is the digital world, which is increasingly becoming the real world. It's now when you want to listen to music, you will go to YouTube rather than anywhere else. When you want to discover new music, you go to YouTube or to Spotify or all. So increasingly, digital is becoming the new medium. Increasingly, people are watching less of television and more of the internet-based television shows or whatever content is available digitally. So how do you merge these two worlds? And that's where Jammin comes in. We are trying to merge by collaborating and making sure that the real world people know the digital world people and the digital world people know the real world people. That's basically what Jammin is attempting to do. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Thank you, sir. Absolutely. Extremely well said. So can we now request you all, this is going to be tricky. I want you to step forward and come up over here and just form a semicircle of sorts.
A horseshoe.
A horseshoe, yeah. If you can. And so that we can give the media a great photo op.